This is episode 3 of the NintenDUO Podcast. We are the NintenDUO. This is the podcast. Welcome. Press that like button. My name is Tycho. His name is Remco. Her name is Yuki-chan. And she's out of here. We're going to start with the news of the week. The headlines at a glance. Another new Nintendo Switch 2 gimmick. Such a Nintendo thing to do. That's the subtitle here. Because there is a new gimmick, a new patent. We're going to talk about that. Sakurai might be up to something. I talked about Sakurai previous episode and I forgot to mention something. This has to do with Kirby merch.
Oh.
Are you excited, Remco?
I'm very excited. Yeah.
Yeah, well, me too, but it's far away. We talk about that. The Nintendo Switch 2 will maybe cost 500 Canadian dollars. As possible, who knows? There might be coming a $170 Mario Kart set somewhere in July. This is a rumor, but it might be true. And last but not least, the most difficult one, Berkshire Hathaway won. So this is a very multinational company or something. They almost bought Nintendo in the past, and we're gonna dive deep. And Remco knows all about this subject, so I'm gonna listen, and you're gonna listen. I'm excited for this podcast. Are you, Remco?
Yeah, I'm super stoked. Let's.
Super stoked.
Super stoked.
Good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. News flash quickies, because this news is too small to get a headline. So, there is a Sonic Racing CrossWorlds trailer that came out. I mean, and I just have to be, I want to say something, because when Remco came up with this news, I said to him, but Remco, wait, this is not a Nintendo exclusive. But, Remco, then you said?
I said, well...
I don't know. I mean, okay, so it's not a Nintendo exclusive, but, I mean, are you going to buy this game?
Maybe. I'm gonna think about it.
Okay.
It's like a Mario Kart. Now I have to buy it. You're putting me on the spot right now here.
So, okay, and we will get back to this. So we're gonna compare this game when this comes out, Sonic, against Mario Kart 9, and then we'll give our honest review or something like that. Sonic CrossWorlds. Honestly speaking, so because Remco came up with this CrossWorlds news, and I watched an 8-minute video about this game. I know a lot. I know everything about this now. Some in-depth video, like switching between levels, and the first player can decide. And actually, this might be something that Mario Kart might be up to as well, with this new Wonder Seed thing. But maybe now Sonic is super quick and he's going ahead of Mario and does this gimmick before Mario Kart comes out. So. Who knows? Next, in Hong Kong, there are some retailers that say that the Switch 2 will not have a release date. No, it will just release immediately after April 2nd.
That's a bold statement.
That is a bold statement. Yeah. And they say, okay, if that doesn't happen, it might happen on April 3rd, 10th, 7th, or 24th. Or maybe in 2026. Well, they didn't say the latter. But, these are just people working in stores, retailers. So... I mean, I also once worked in a coffee store, but imagine if I didn't sell coffee but games. I can also say a lot of things, like, anything. I can say
You can say next year the price of coffee or something will be $6 or €6.
I could have, and then, people on the internet, in the Netherlands, the prices, of this coffee store, it's going to go up to €6 because some employee said that. So in Hong Kong, there are some people, and they're saying... that there won't be a release date, and now, all those Nintendo channels and news channels and everything, and everyone is like, whoa, this is happening, but it's just, it's nothing. That's my prediction right here. But who am I? Well, I'm Tycho from Remco and Tycho. Up next, okay, Golden Sun and Super Mario World music is now available on the Nintendo Music app. Great, but hint... Maybe Nintendo's doing something with the Golden Sun. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna launch a new game, or maybe even for the Switch too. There is something about this.
There is something, because this is a Game Boy Advanced game, and then suddenly, okay, let's post this Golden Sun music from a game. I mean, I had this game. It's probably somewhere still in the bicycle locker far away. I don't remember the music, so okay. The only people... who played this game are probably people of our age, because it came out 20 years ago, on the Game Boy Advanced. And why bring this music now to the Nintendo Music app? So yeah, I think maybe Nintendo's working on a Golden Sun title, or one of Nintendo's companies could be. Anyways, that's that. And last little newsflash quickie here is Warioland 4, the Game Boy Advance game, is coming to NSO, so Nintendo Switch Online. Hee-ha-ho.
Yeah.
And I had this game.
Yeah, it's a Game Boy Advance game, right? So you had it. I remember that you had it, so that's why I thought it was like a nice little Easter egg for you, maybe.
Well, it's almost Easter also. I can't wait for Easter. I think we should do something special in this podcast when it's Easter. Something with eggs here. Yoshi. Something with Yoshi, by the way. We should...
Yeah.
I mean it. We should do something. Do you have a Yoshi animal pillow or stuffed animal or something? No. But we're going to work on this. Like, we need to do something with Yoshi and eggs when it's Easter. But why did you say Easter now? What is Wario?
No,
Easter egg.
For you, like, what?
Yeah.
Because I knew you had like the WarioWare game, so
yeah. Well, Warioland.
Warioland.
Yeah, but I also had WarioWare. So.
He had lots of Wario games.
Well, actually, I don't want to dive too deep into this, but I think that Wario is underrated and he deserves more attention. And we're going to make a video about this, I think. I feel that we need to talk about this.
Yeah,
Wario deserves more attention. He had one 3D game on the GameCube or something, and it sucked. And his 2D games, this is the last one, I think. Or maybe there was one on DS, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
But I have a question for you, Remco, because you're a Nintendo fan, right?
It's gonna put me on the spot again. It's
just a simple question that everyone watching, you at home probably know the answer. So let's see if Remco knows the answer. In what game did Wario make his first appearance? If you want a hint, I can give it to you.
Was it in Mario Kart?
And I'll give you a hint, and the hint is, I had this game. And you didn't. Because the game is Super Mario Land 3. Wario on the Game Boy.
Oh.
Wario was the evil, he was the bad guy,
He's yeah.
2, by the way. Super Mario Land 2, sorry. 2.
Yeah, I didn't have
No, I'm sorry. Because 3 is you play with Wario. In 2, he was the evil one. Correct me if I'm wrong, because now I'm doubting here, but it's I think it's 2. Because in 3, you play with Wario. I had that too. The black and white Wario game.
Oh, yeah.
Good memories.
I didn't have that game, yeah.
But I have more, good memories to the black and white game than to this. But that's it for these newsflash quickies, and it didn't go as quick as I wanted. Another Switch 2 gimmick.
Yeah, so they released a new pattern, actually, that Nintendo...
A new week, a new patent.
A new week, new patent.
Yeah, so what patents are we going to get next week? And I feel like we're living here in the Roman ages, with these patents and, scrolls. And here's another patent by Nintendo. And in this patent, presumably, you can, attach your Joy-Con on either side. So left can be on right and right can be on left. So that means... For those of you that, found it a little bit difficult, like, okay...
Yeah, or those in a hurry, like, I need to put on that Switch right now, the Joy-Cons. So.
Yeah. So the only thing that you can't do is put it on with, with the screen, backwards. So it has to be, of course, in the same direction, the buttons and the screen. Yeah. But you can choose, presumably.
Yeah, it's a pattern. They registered this idea. So presumably, indeed... They're gonna incorporate it in the new Nintendo Switch 2, but maybe they won't. But I think they're gonna do it because
I think you know what I think. I think that this is because we're discussing this now because apparently this was some kind of big news and people have been talking about this. Because honestly, me it's just it's just a patent. I mean, okay, and even
it's not a patent contest.
Is that a word joke?
Yes.
Okay. Well, time to go to the next Berkshire Hathaway. Remco, tell me all about it.
Yeah, so Berkshire Hathaway, in the past, they had interest in buying Nintendo, like ages ago, and and recently, the founder of Activision, Bobby Kotick, he said in the Grid podcast that and the Grid podcast, it's about you can say
Grid explores what it takes to create, build, and scale world-class organizations. This is what they say themselves. So we don't. That's what they say themselves. So.
Yeah, that's what they say themselves.
I mean, we can also make a nice phrase about our podcast. You know, let's do that for the next episode. You know, a nice phrase.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
Yeah, because they're, okay.
Yeah, but in this podcast, Bobby, I was going to call him Bobby boy, yeah.
Bobby boy? Okay, Bobby boy. Bobby boy, what did Bobby boy say? So he's the founder of Activision, Bobby boy.
Yeah, he was talking about in the time he was working for Activision, and during that time, Berkshire Hathaway was talking about, specifically, what is his name? Charlie Munger. He was working for this multinational company based in Omaha, USA. That's now currently owned by Warren Buffett. So, one of the things, they really wanted to buy this company. That they saw, they thought about, we don't do anything in the gaming industry, but it was in the days when the gaming industry wasn't as huge as it is now. And, according to Bobby Boy, they wanted to buy it, but Mr. Munger said, I'm not so sure, because buying a gaming company, because in that time they also had billions of dollars. They could buy it easily, because it wasn't that big, actually, Nintendo then in the starting days. But they didn't want to buy it because they say, it's more like it's kind of the addiction, gaming, gambling, and
I have a question.
Yes.
Just in around what year is this?
Yeah, it was.
If you know, I don't know.
I thought they said, I'm not sure, but around the 80s, begin 90s, around that period. So Nintendo was
huge. They were huge.
They were very, very large.
Already, because, I mean, this is after the SNES. So before the N64, right? Something like that, because...
Yeah, because before the N64,
Yeah, but they were huge. They were the biggest then. One of the biggest gaming companies in the world back then.
Yeah, but this is also one of the biggest companies in the world. A lot bigger than Nintendo, actually. So nowadays, I think it's top 5 or at least top 10 biggest companies in the world. Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, it's $1 billion company.
Yeah.
So, what those? It's like $1 billion investment company. So they like to invest. They like to buy companies. And Bobby Boy, he was in Activision, and also nice to say, Activision later on also fused with Blizzard, became Activision Blizzard, and afterwards, Microsoft took it over. Yeah. And we still... Oh.
Yeah.
And... Yeah,
maybe put the mic a little bit more towards you. Yeah. I think that's good. Yeah.
Me so sorry.
The closer the better, with this microphone. But
it's not really like, it's interesting like such a huge company wanted to buy Nintendo, because they don't really, in that days they didn't also do anything with gaming companies. And several companies actually tried also to buy Nintendo in the years. And one of the largest companies, so that's to put it back again in the full circle, Microsoft also wanted to buy Nintendo. Yeah, that's the full circle.
Yeah, well, you see, Microsoft is just they just keep on buying companies.
Yeah.
Eh? I mean, and this is a longer time ago. Eh?
Yeah, this is a long time.
Yeah, because they bought Bethesda, and what happened with Bethesda? I mean, it was after Fallout 4. I'm not so sure. They bought Bethesda, they bought this, that, blah, 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 blah. They keep on buying all these companies.
Yeah, so that's also a way to build your company, also to make it bigger, but...
It's the same as PNG, Disney. I mean, you know, companies buying companies, you know. Nintendo itself, by the way, as well. You know, they keep buying little studios here and there. Yeah,
you see with Bobby Boy, Activision, he's been around, like, also Blizzard and Microsoft. It's going everywhere.
So where is he now? He's now in Berkshire then, or
no?
Bobby Boy.
No, he isn't.
Yeah, he's the founder of Activision, but what's he doing now? Well, we don't know.
Well, Berkshire also wanted to buy Activision, so that's why he was talking about it. They want to buy Activision and Nintendo.
Yeah,
but they didn't buy neither of them.
Yeah,
and well, Activision later on fused with Blizzard. Blizzard's also famous for the World of Warcraft games.
Yeah.
The biggest one, yeah.
The biggest one.
Yeah.
And that's indeed funny, because World of Warcraft has loot boxes, right? You said that to me, or... I'm not sure now. Because the last time I played World of Warcraft is a long time ago. Actually, do you know the reason why I played World of Warcraft? Like a little side story, but do you know the reason?
Is there a real reason?
I mean, there's a reason for it, because why the hell would I play World of Warcraft? You know, that's the first thing. So there's a very good reason for it.
Yeah, it's quite strange. I played like the previous Warcraft games on the PC, like Warcraft 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, yeah.
But do you know the reason why I played World of Warcraft? You don't?
No, I really don't, actually.
So
why?
I'm going to tell you right now here in episode 3 of the NintenDUO Podcast. If you hear this sentence, press that like button and subscribe, please. We need you. Okay, so I've always hated on World of Warcraft. Okay, so I'm sorry if any of you guys and girls like World of Warcraft, but I was always, you know, there was this buddy of mine, Dan, D-A-A-N, and me and Dan, we were always, you know, making fun of World of Warcraft, and there was this other guy, his name was, and still is, Dick. So that's not a joke, that's his name. And you know, you've met him.
I met him, yeah.
So, D-I-C-K. He played, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah,
that's his name. It's a normal name.
That's what his name is, not his name only.
Yeah.
You know?
He played World of Warcraft a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
So me and Dan, back in the day, we were making fun of this, you know, like, haha, World of Warcraft, I don't know, like, I already forgot, because you have those different races, you know, in World of Warcraft, not Hylians, but you don't think that Hylian is a race, right? He said that in episode 1 of the NintenDUO podcast, but... in the Zelda video he said that, right?
Yeah, it is a race, officially.
It is.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the different... but you can see it in the video.
In our most watched video ever, the Zelda one.
Indeed.
So there's different races and stuff, and then me and Dan, we were just making fun, you know, like, of those races. I mean, not like racists, but more like, you know, for Dick, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm, but I don't know any of the names now. Like, do you know one of those races names?
Like a night elf or something.
Yeah,
or...
maybe. Night elf.
Yeah, he had this commercial with Mr. T, like, I'm a Mohawk, what was it, Mohawk night elf, or...
I have never, no.
Yeah, I didn't play World of Warcraft, actually.
So the reason that I played this, because then me and Dan, we had this genius idea. We thought, you know what would be fun for Dick? If we play World of Warcraft, right? So both of us played for 1 month long World of Warcraft as a birthday present to Dick. And the funny thing is, we played it for a month long. But then, at the month before his birthday, you understand? So we played it for a month long, very intense. But yeah, you're in different servers or something. So this month long, we still kept on making jokes, you know, about World of Warcraft, but pretending that we didn't know what we were talking about. Like, yeah, Night Elf or something, you know? But actually, we knew everything, you understand?
Yeah.
No, really. Yeah. We were playing it so hard this month, like dozens of hours per week. And then it was his birthday, and then, you know, Dick, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. You know what your present is? We played World of Warcraft past month, a month long, and he that was his birthday present, and he was like, yeah, he was not so happy. So
Yeah, well, I don't get a gift. Yeah,
yeah.
what's this?
Well,
Yeah.
that was the gift, that we played his game, yeah.
Oh, that's why I didn't see you for a whole month.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was hard, but actually it was quite fun. So it was not bad. I mean, it was quite fun this month, because you're really in this world of Warcraft, and there's other people playing as well, and then doing missions and stuff.
You should also watch this South Park episode about World of Warcraft. You'll probably see things you recognize.
Yeah,
Oh.
but there's one,
So
there's a few
funny.
things in life I don't like, Remco,
Oh no.
and one of them is South Park. I'm sorry, but
Oh,
okay. So why we're talking about World of Warcraft? Yeah,
Because of
loot
Blizzard.
boxes.
Oh, Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard loot boxes.
Yeah, you play World of Warcraft. I'm not sure if you have loot boxes there. It was an online game, but
Yeah. Okay, then I'm a little bit confused now. Maybe at the moment, I don't know.
let's say that they have or had loot boxes. What's your opinion about that? You want to say
because
something
we were
about?
talking about this Berkshire Hathaway, and then they didn't want to buy Nintendo or Activision because games are a little bit
Yeah, it's
like
like
gambling.
gambling and addiction, and yeah,
And we as gamers, we hear this all our lives. I remember also in the Power Unlimited, all our lives we're reading, about, gaming is, making kids aggressive, or people aggressive, and it's addictive and this and that. But do you ever hear these things about movies, about books, about painting, about doing drugs? Okay, well, maybe about the latter, but you don't hear it about, movies or something, no. Or reading books, but reading books can also be addictive. So, you can also skip school and forget to do your homework on purpose because you want to read books, can be. So why gaming is always, pushed in this corner. Okay, but now, we're deviating a little bit too much, but, about the gambling part, it's usually said by people who don't...
they don't game.
They
No,
don't game. They
no.
don't play games. So...
Yeah. So they have a really strong opinion about something that they really never played or maybe never understood.
It's actually something really human-like because, we as people always have opinions, of course, about everything and anything, even though we don't know. We have opinions. Like it's like a cat. Cats always, have opinions as well, right, Yuki? So, but I wanted to say, Remco, maybe you can help me out here, but...
Yeah, but the about the loot box you were saying also, I understand what they're saying with the loot boxes. There was lots of news about that these children are using real money to buy virtual things in games, but it was more like a scratch card, because they promised that, well, there's maybe a 1 out of 10 chance you get like a huge prize, but there's also a big chance you get nothing. So they were spending money on these loot boxes, and there was nothing inside, or just something useless. And they were using their mommy and daddy's credit card. So yeah, that I think that's sparked the discussion a little bit. Yeah.
But this was not in World of Warcraft.
No, other games.
Okay.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there was a World of Warcraft. I've played it a few times, World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you had loot boxes actually. Maybe later on.
Yeah, I would say no. I mean, in my time back then for Dick, but maybe if Dick is watching this video, he can let us know in the comment section down below.
Oh, you only played it for 1 month, so yeah.
Yeah. So in that month, didn't see any boxes.
You didn't have time to like get those loot boxes, like to get really addicted to the game. Like, yeah, let's buy some loot boxes. Let's no, you're just doing it for a friend playing this game for 1 month, like crazy. Playing the game.
I mean, that's what friends are for, Remco. But, enough about friendship. Let's get back to the loot boxes. So, because We also had a little conversation about this right before. Nintendo, Nintendo doesn't do this gambling stuff. But then I said, but what about the Pokemon trading card game that you are playing?
Oh.
And what about, for example, Mario Kart on the, Mario Kart Tour?
Yeah, I mean the MOBA games. And
the MOBA games from Nintendo.
Yeah.
What about those games?
What you're saying is more, those are freemium games, and freemium games are basically free games where you get like the basic game, you can play it, but it takes time, or you have to wait in this game to get like upgrades. Say, for instance, with the Pokemon trading card game, what you're saying.
Yeah.
You have to wait a day. You have to play lots of battles and win, get points, and with these points, you can buy better cards, build better decks. But if you don't want to wait that long, you can use your money and get better cards instantly. And I guess that's the point you were trying to make here also, that these kind of games, well, is this gambling? Is this adding to addiction for children, or maybe also adults also? Because if you buy like a normal Nintendo game for, let's say, for the Switch 1
or 2
in the future,
yeah,
you buy the new Mario Kart, and it's a complete game. You have all your maybe hundreds of characters. You have most of the courses, and you can play the game. You can enjoy it, and you don't have to wait because you already paid like $60 or euros for the game.
You think so? Because I think maybe it's going to be 70.
Oh. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's what you told in the previous podcast.
Yeah. 60 would be nice, but
maybe 65. Let's meet in the middle here.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, let's meet here.
Let's hear it. Yeah. In the middle.
Yeah.
So, and then, you pay for a game. 65 then, huh?
65, well.
Pay 65 euros for the game.
Yeah.
But then it's a complete game. And you don't have to, in Mario Kart, maybe that's a bad example, because in the previous Mario Kart, you had like every track, but then on the end, you had like the DLC, so you can win the DLC. If you buy it, you get extra courses, extra characters, and
but it's still a good example. It was a complete game.
Yeah, but then
and then the DLC came years later.
Yeah, years later, but
€30.
Yeah, but maybe then the game, I won't say it's like old, but then you played it so many times, and then you think, I want a few new courses, maybe a few new characters. I played it like there's no tomorrow anymore, but there is.
Actually, I did play this game like there's no tomorrow, together with Jasper and Raja in Malta.
Oh.
Yes, and that was before the courses, so we played it, and they are fanatic, because I was already like, okay, this was, it was okay, fun. But they really, they went, then I lended them my Switch even, because they were like, Tycho, please, can the Switch stay with us? Can it stay with us? I went, okay, sure, yeah. Let me just, I need to go home, I need to work, So the Switch stayed there in Malta with Mario Kart and the controllers and everything. They could, for months long, they could play this game, and they did. Every mode, every track, all gold.
Oh,
everything.
That was my next question.
Even mirror and 200cc and everything, gold, everything.
Nice.
Everything.
But 200cc gold is very hard.
They were diehards. I mean,
because it's a little bit luck based also. Like you don't. Yeah, if you get like the blue or the purple, the blue shield on the end, then you're screwed. Yeah.
I mean, that's
and then you miss that 1 point, and you don't get the goal.
What you're saying right now,
is
why I like Smash Bros more than Mario Kart. Because look, I like Mario Kart, but there's a little bit of luck involved in this game, right?
Yeah, it's almost like gambling.
Yeah, it is. It is like gambling because you that's a good one, but it is. You don't know what item you're gonna get.
You're going crazy. Give me the good items.
Yeah. No, it is like that. And in Smash Bros, there's a mode to turn the items off.
Yeah.
Which the real pros do. Often, it's fun, of course, to play around with Pokeballs and stuff, but if you really want to know who's better, Ganondorf or Dr. Mario, we turn off the items, and then he starts crying. You can watch it in other videos.
Crying because of my victory, of course. But
anyways, let's keep this a bit realistic now.
sounds like gambling, or like an addiction almost. Like I need to beat Ganondorf. I need to beat him.
So we were talking about Mario Kart. Where was I with Mario Kart? Items.
Yeah, you were talking about that you lent your Switch to your buddy, and
I guess that's the end of the story. And they lived happily ever after. So and they're not living in Malta anymore. So everything's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but a real gambling example would indeed be like if you can win, one or two characters, or you can buy the characters, for example, in this new Mario Kart, indeed. So if it's one package, like €30, and then you buy all those tracks and characters, then it's not a loot box. But if you can buy, for example, one character for €5, or you just, luck-based win tracks or something, then it's a little bit gambling,
Yeah, what they sometimes do also that can buy skins, like different skin for the characters. That's also very popular.
Yeah.
And that's
they're not gonna go that route. You see, Mario Kart. They're not gonna go that route in Mario Kart. I think.
No,
they're
just gonna go straight.
They're gonna go straight and loop like this, but not this route. That's what I think. But so all in all, I think.
No, but
those freemium games you were talking about, those are kind of like gambling, sure. And yes, there's a lot of those games also on my phone. I have them like Gardenscapes, Homescapes. Yeah, if you know, you know.
Heyday.
And Township. I don't know if you know that, but it's all by the same company. Those three games are all by the same company, and I played them all for many, many hours. Gardenscapes, Homescapes, and Township. But
have you ever invested money in those games?
Well, yes, I did, and more than I want to. Because you have to wait till your building is till they're done built. Those little dudes, they're building your building, and then you can expand your city each time. But then it takes so long. Like, okay, I just want this building to be finished right now. I don't want to wait 20 hours. Like, finish. €1, finish. Yes, it's finished. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Yeah. No, really, a lot. And you know what game we really spent a lot of money on? Me and my Turkish homeboy, Selahattin Kilic. Yes, I say his name in every podcast, and this is the time. So you know what we really spent money on? What game? Headball 2.
Headball 2?
Headball 2. It's a mobile game. And it sounds very stupid, but those, when we were kids, like you had those footballers with big heads and little bodies, like those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So headball is also like, it's just a head with 2 feet. And then you're playing, it's on your phone. It's a mobile game, nothing to do with Nintendo. So you can skip forward if you want, but Headball 2. I mean, this was in the Corona times. Yeah? So in the middle of the first pandemic wave.
Yeah.
And right before that, we played Headball 2 a lot, So much. So even against each other. And then you can also spend money. In Headball 2, to buy more characters and stuff and better shoes, so you can kick that ball better. It's really simple, this game. So just imagine it's a rectangle, like this. And then there's a goal on both sides. And then one big head with 2 feet here. And one big head with 2 feet there. And then with your finger, you just kick the ball. And you try to kick it to the other person's goal. And it's online. So that's it,
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Here's a few €100.
But what the funny
in this game?
No, especially he put big money in this game. I maybe did like, I don't know, €70 in total. That's it. But he went further. He went way further. But you know what the funny thing is about this game also?
Lots of funny things about this game.
The most fun thing about this is that it's called Headball 2. Like the name already, like Headball 2. Like, okay, there's a first version of this game.
Yeah.
Right? It's Headball. And then they made a second one. I don't know about this first version.
How's it called? Ball Head or something?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably Headball. But then in the Corona times also, I was a little bit, I was not bored because I started doing YouTube and stuff, this other channel. But I made a song for my friend, the Turkish one. And in this song, I also was singing, like Headball 2, Headball 2 in Dutch, and then mixed it on the music. So, I will let you listen to it if you want. I don't want to force you, or do I? So, anyways, that's also a little bit like gambling, that game.
Yeah.
But you have no experience with any of this? I mean,
I've never paid like money for like freemium games. No,
that's good.
never.
No.
Because like you pay €1, like it's going faster. Oh, maybe another euro or dollar. That's
Definitely.
going a lot faster then.
Yeah, I would.
And then
Take my
suddenly
money.
you're done. And
Yeah.
then well, what did I do? Just spend money and nothing. And
And that's true, because you know what it is with these games?
not really fun.
No, it doesn't give any satisfaction also.
No.
It's not like Mario Odyssey or Luigi's Mansion or something that you finish the game and it's nice, it was a nice story, this and that. No.
Yeah, you just did that somersault and just got on that platform. But here it's like, you built something, it's done. It's done a little bit faster instead of tomorrow.
Yeah, but they're smart.
Yeah.
The makers of these games are smart because it's so, you want to play this, Okay, not you then, but for some people, it's like, we need to play this game and I want this building to be finished quicker. I need my new balls in Headball 2 or something. And
Maybe I paid one time, I think,
okay, here
10
it comes.
euros.
Here it comes, yeah.
That was for, I don't know if you know this game, but it's not a Nintendo game. It's called League of Legends.
I've heard the name. I don't know how it looks like, but I've heard the name.
Yeah, and there were a few characters I just bought a few skins for. So I bought, like for $10, €10, I bought like a package. And then with this, you could buy several skins. Yeah.
That's nothing, €10.
Yeah,
That's nothing.
Yeah.
In all your life, because that's insane.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I am. I'm proud of you, Remco. And you're distracted by Momo-chan, I see.
No, I don't see a cat. I mean,
well,
I don't see nothing.
The cat is right there in frame. I see there's a cat in frame. Right.
You want to do it on camera? No, he doesn't.
So I guess that's it about this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So what's the lesson?
Yeah.
Don't gamble, guys.
Don't get addicted. Don't think before you act. Yeah.
Act before you think. Well, think before you act.
In these kind of situations, and maybe it's better to buy, maybe to spend a little bit more money to buy a good game and enjoy that, and enjoy the moments in that game, and maybe we're with a friend with a NintenDUO. Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, it's been a while since I played a mobile game. Actually, now my phone is now recording, so I can't grab my phone. Good also, because as soon as I grab it, I would probably,
buy lots of stuff.
buy lots of stuff, yeah. But, because there's like a folder on there with, quite some games, like maybe 18 through the years, because it's from iPhone to iPhone to iPhone. Jetpack Joyride. Do you know that game? Jetpack Joyride?
No.
But all these games.
It's about a jetpack.
Yeah.
And joyride.
Yeah, it's also side-scrolling. But all these games are, want you to spend more money on it. It's so good how they do that,
Yeah, but that's like the
even chess.com, actually. Because I have the chess.com app, and every time it asks me, like, do you want to, I don't want to subscribe to you chess.com. No.
Yeah, you want it faster. You want to do another puzzle. Yeah, the puzzle.
Yeah, I don't want to do puzzles.
Yeah.
Oh, the camera stopped recording. So no, I don't want to do puzzles, but I do want to turn on that camera right now. Oh my lord! So can we finish this, please? About Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah.
Is it like the father? I mean, was she? I mean, Berkshire Hathaway. What's that name? Because I'm thinking of Anne Hathaway, Catwoman from Batman. So what's Berkshire Hathaway? Like, what's his name?
Yeah.
Okay, so we both don't know. And thank you so much for watching this section of the podcast or this part of the video. So, Remco, I'm sorry, but we have to talk about Sakurai now.
Again?
Yeah.
Last week we were talking about Sakurai also.
Yes. And what did I say about Sakurai?
It's your favorite Japanese person, right?
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. He is one of my favorites.
One.
Okay? He is not my favorite, because
I
I think I said that who's up there? So Shigeru Miyamoto, of course, in the room. The elephant in the room is Haruki Murakami. Then we got maybe Kageyama Hironobu, of course, the greatest Japanese singer of all time. And I mean it. Kageyama Hironobu. Ipai Opai. No ten pikan.
What he said, yeah.
What I said.
Yeah.
And then also Sakurai. But there's one thing about Sakurai. Because he's up there. But there's one thing. We don't know his first name. Or do we?
I don't actually.
No.
But,
and that already says enough. So, he's up there. But we only know his last name.
Yeah.
Something like Masahiro or, Anyways. We have to talk about Sakurai again. Because... okay, so last week... I mentioned, so it was like 2 weeks ago that Sakurai on X posted this, that little thing, which translates to that he's very excited or something, whoa, about the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, the upcoming Direct on April 2nd. Mm-hmm. And Sakurai, reacted to this. And then people were talking, like, oh, whoa, maybe Sakurai, and I was also talking, maybe Sakurai is going to make a new Kirby game, or he's working on a new Kirby game, or he's maybe working on a new Smash game, or he's maybe working on something entirely new. Could be. But what I forgot to say last week, and I'm saying it right now, is that on this other website, so GameSpot, actually, GameSpot. You know this website?
Yeah, I do.
I used to go to GameSpot a lot back in the days, 2004, 2005, together with my buddy Sho. His full name is Shotaro from the IT school, yes. And he was, we were GameSpot dudes, IGN, we went to GameSpot. So anyways, on this GameSpot website, there's this article, you see it now in the screen. There's new Kirby merch available in New Zealand and in Australia. And that made me think like, hey... new Kirby merch in these two countries, okay, and maybe hopefully elsewhere soon. It made me think, so maybe Sakurai is indeed working on a Kirby game because of this merch. It's just a rumor, Remco. So I mean, I'm gonna ask you what do you think? But I think this it might be a new Kirby game. What do you say?
Yeah, it could be, because why would you just now release this Kirby merch around the new Nintendo Direct date also? Why would you do that now? Why not wait a year, or why didn't he do it a lot earlier, actually?
Yeah. Like when this game came out, like The Forgotten Land or something, the game that came out last year or the year before. So I didn't buy it and didn't play it, I'm sorry, but...
it's okay.
Feel wet nose here, okay. So yes, indeed, this merch comes out now, so it's a little bit suspicious, and I just wanted to mention this. That's it, actually, about Sakurai. So greetings to Sakurai if you're watching.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa, Sakurai-chan.
Hi, Sakurai.
Rumor Radar!
Oh, it's finally time for some rumors.
The Switch 2 is gonna cost $500 Canadian dollars, which translates... to roughly 400 US or 400-450 euro.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people are saying, at least. But if you look at these images, what I notice is that someone has dyslexia, because Nintendo Pulse holder, it says here over here.
Pulse holder.
Nintendo Pulse holder.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Pulse holder. So actually... maybe this means that there's actually coming a Nintendo Switch Pulse.
Like a new model, like OLED and LCD and Pulse.
Pulse. So this is a Pulse Nintendo Switch, and this is going to cost $500, but the Nintendo Switch 2 won't. So no.
Sounds fancy, Pulse.
It's the same thing as what I said about the Hong Kong retail guy just now.
It's the same, and also about the coffee.
About the coffee thing. I mean, there's just some employee who works... okay, let me just... and he types this. Anyone can do this, Like, if we work in a game store, I can also say, like, okay, Xbox 3 is coming out February 25th. And then the whole world, oh my lord, here in Amsterdam, the Xbox 3 is coming. And blah, 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 blah. It's just an employee who did this in what store? Oh, it's in Costco. In Canada.
Yeah, so it's... I don't know. It's...
It's a bunch of crap, Remco. That's what I say.
Yeah, I didn't really want to say it like that, but it's not a really strong rumor. Indeed, it's can easily manipulate it in that way. Just print something out, just put it on the wall, make a picture, and just throw it in some forum like Reddit and like, oh guys, or look at here, Ooh,
yeah,
new price of the Nintendo Switch 2 Pulse.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 Pulse holder. You know what surprises me the most about this, Remco-chan?
Yeah. Tell me, please.
Why is everyone talking about this? Like, oh, the Nintendo Switch is going to be $500 in Canada. Like, this is, I mean, why? Don't people have something else to talk about? Those other Nintendo YouTube channels or something. You understand what I mean? Like, this is not news.
No, and this news actually was already announced like a few weeks ago. This rumor actually. But
this specific one as well? This rumor was also a few weeks ago?
Yeah, a few weeks ago they were also talking about Costco, but now recently...
Another,
again, another, and then another, and then, stop it with the same kind of rumors. Yeah. Is everybody so anxious? Well, of course, I want to know what the price is gonna be, but the funny thing is, it didn't really. Well, the price, $500. What is it? No, $400. Well, in the previous rumor, I thought it was $350 or $450. Yeah.
I remember in the previous rumor, which is 2 weeks ago. €500 in the Cool Blue, the Dutch store, the Cool Blue.
That was 500, yeah.
And I mean, just I don't know. I don't know.
Let's wait and see.
Not 350, I think, because it's not going to be 350, Remco. That's the OLED.
No, that's the OLED. So everybody's thinking, well, it's going to be more than that.
I remember what I said 2 weeks ago, and that's 420/450. That's what I think. 420 is the lowest. It will not be lower than 420 because otherwise it's just €50 difference between an OLED and a Switch 2.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because Furukawa, Mr. Talk a Lot, he said that he doesn't want to lower the price of the Switch. Blah 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 blah. So,
yeah. I'm thinking 450.
You know what I'm thinking actually now?
What are you thinking?
Like, how do you think that Mr. Talk-A-Lot and Bobby Boy feel that we give them these nicknames? I mean,
I hope they're watching actually. So
that would be cool. Like Bobby Boy
insulting us
and Mr.
live on the podcast over here
because he's the president of Nintendo. Shouldn't we be like, Furukawa-sama?
Yeah. Well, we can invite him over here and you can talk some more.
That's true. Yeah. If that happens, I'll sit probably next to you, or you sit next to me.
Yeah.
Or. Yeah. But Furukawa, by the way, just a little question, because what did he do? He's the president, but did he make any games or something? Or because I don't remember.
I don't remember actually doing.
He's just some guy who became president. Because why didn't Shigeru Miyamoto become president? But or I don't know, the Zelda guy.
He's more of a supervisor on the projects, or he's like the creative genius actually.
Yeah.
And he's more like the
business guy.
The business genius. Yeah,
it's interesting. I guess maybe Shigeru could have been president, but he probably doesn't want to, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he just wants to be more involved in the games. And if you're president, you have to be involved in everything, and you don't really work on the big projects. Of course, you see them, but you don't have any say in it. Maybe it's gonna be too expensive, $70 for a game, or
yeah, maybe.
Well,
I mean, because he was talking about prices, right? Like, we want to keep the expectations of the audience is expecting something.
Yeah,
and we want to keep those expectations. So we're not going to make the Switch €500. And this is how Furukawa talks. Yeah. This is his voice.
And he's the one who is going to sell us the Switch 2.
Yeah.
So he talks about the Switch 2 itself, the launch. There will be enough Switches 2 also. So on launch date, he told us.
Yeah, he said a lot of stuff. That's why he's Mr. Talk a Lot. So it's a compliment also. I mean, I don't mind people who talk. It's not a bad thing.
Oh.
But Bobby Boy is a little bit... Yeah.
Bobby Kotick, yeah.
Yeah. the upcoming $170 Mario Kart Lego set.
Ooh.
Rumored.
Yeah.
So, because we're in rumor radar. Thank you for watching. So,
Yeah.
Lego. Do you have any of these Lego sets already, like the other Mario Kart stuff?
No, not yet, but I'm thinking about buying a few of them, actually.
You mean it?
That would be cool.
You mean it?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking also that we should buy this.
But the $170 one?
I mean, all the Mario Kart. There's a lot of them.
It's cool.
There's many of them, and we can put it like, I mean, we can review this Lego for you guys.
Well, that's a good idea.
Let's play around with it, and
Yeah.
But it's expensive because I looked, I was already looking like on bol.com, this Dutch Amazon site, and I was checking like, okay, there's a lot. Piranha Plant, and this and that, 35 euro, blah, blah, okay.
But you can also buy games for that money, actually, so yeah.
Yeah, or other stuff, I could buy a third cat, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, €170.
Yeah, rumored also. Maybe it's a little bit more, a little bit less, we don't know, but it's a rumor still.
Yeah. So you say it's a lot, eh? A lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
You know what it is, Remco? Lego. Okay, so it started out, about Lego the company. It's a Danish company, I think.
Yeah, true.
And they started out as this, 'cause we're hitting 40s almost, Remco and I. And Lego started out in our childhood as this company for, kids, children could, build stuff. La 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 la. Then they also made Duplo, for little tinier children and stuff. Okay, but then actually around the age when we were around 12 or something. So this is like around the 2000s or something. It went actually, and I missed it, and probably you missed it as well. And you don't know what I'm going to say right now, right?
I know.
But we both missed it. Or maybe you didn't miss it, but I missed it at least, and I think that he missed it, and maybe you missed it at home. Let me know down below in the comment section. We all missed it. Yuki-chan wasn't even born yet, so she missed it definitely for sure. Because she is 7 years old. Yeah. Where was I going with the sentence? Because I'm talking so much that I'm forgetting.
We missed some. I missed something with Lego. You told. Around the 2000s?
Yes, around the 2000s. Because, we were so busy. Like, oh my lord, the whole world is going, it's doomsday. And then, there's nothing happening. The light poles were still working, Anyways, it was going bad with Lego, the company. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't.
It was going very bad. Hey? It was going very bad with Lego. I mean, it was a very successful... No, I mean it. Yeah, well... Yeah. That's a good joke, Remco. Thank you. And I love Michael.
Yeah.
But it was going really bad. Jamon. No, really. It was really, really bad with Lego. Yeah. They were almost, they were really like, people were not buying Lego anymore. And I've missed that. I mean, people were not buying Lego. And they were thinking, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? That's what the people at Lego were thinking. So, I forgot somehow, I forgot to now... a little part here, because I watched this documentary about Lego, but I forgot this little part right now. But somehow they started making Lego for more adults. Something very expensive they started to make. I forgot what, but I think it was something like the Enterprise of Star Trek or something. You want to say something?
Yeah, I know what you're going with. That they had like these specific builds you can buy. Like very complicated. I think you need some Star Wars set, like the
Star Trek
set.
Yes. So it was selling very well, but the big bosses at Lego, they still were like, no, but Lego's for children, blah 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 blah, and it didn't go good with Lego, but adults, they liked, they wanted more, of this stuff, and eventually I forgot how. But eventually, the big people up there, the Furakawas of Lego, they realized, hey, wait a second.
Lego.
We need to listen to the wishes of our adult Lego, players. And we need to make more of these difficult, Lego sets.
Yeah, Lego.
Because when we were kids, there was none of this. There was just simple Lego. You understand?
Just blocks. Just
no, but it was
police
like that.
Station.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a build, but...
Yeah. But there was not this difficult stuff. And then I realized, it was not there because it came... we were eventually 13, 14, 15, 16. We were not playing with Lego anymore, you understand? We played Smash Brothers at that time. We forgot about Lego.
Nintendo 64, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And also the
GameCube.
The GameCube.
Yeah.
We didn't play Lego anymore, but that's around when we were 16, it went good with Lego again because they finally listened to all the nerds that still wanted to play Lego, the adults. No, I mean it. This is how it is.
Yeah, I know.
And they made that's when Lego became more and more expensive. These, sets of hundreds, 800 euro, 900 euro for, I don't know, you can build a very, on-skill truck or something, or Ferrari, from Lego. Those things exist right now. So,
I know.
This is one of those things. This is $170 then, huh? But it's Mario Kart. But still, it's kind of like going to this, it's not for kids, it's not for 5-year-olds. It's probably more for, plus 13, That's what I think about this set. Probably.
So it's going to be like a more complicated Lego set, actually.
I think so.
Yeah, for adults. Yeah.
I mean, for this price, yeah, because... I mean, it's very expensive, like you said, but that made me think, because Lego is expensive. It is goddamn expensive.
It is, yeah.
And the fun fact is, if you buy Lego, now it will still fit on the same Lego pieces they made, 30 years ago. Not on the first Legos. They changed something somewhere, like before we were born.
Yeah, like the very first ones. Those are...
Yeah, we were not born yet. We don't know.
I haven't played with those. So
yeah,
I don't have any.
Yeah. So that's the story about Lego, the entire history, in fact, of Lego. And Remco made a word joke, and I ignored it. So maybe, Remco, you want to end this segment with that nice Lego word joke you just now made.
I will let it go.
Well, when he says those words, I'm frozen.